give it time for people to come in though. I'm gonna give it time. All right, I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna start everything. What's up, Cherry? I have to see how this ends though before I start pushing. I was actually originally thinking of like using my opponent's decks to get to 15k, but I don't have like high enough level cards to be doing something like that, and nor do I have enough like boost potions to start doing stuff like that. At least right now. Later down the line, I wouldn't mind doing it at all. But I did save this chest just so I can open it here. Although it's an okay chest just for the because the only thing I really use chests for now is just the elite wild cards. But they're always still fun to open. All right, like I'm gonna keep it just how it is, just so I can level other cards up. But I do wanna be able to do that one day as like a video idea. One day, like not very far off, is to use like opponents' decks against them. You know. Any tips to escape mid ladder? Oh, well, I mean, I think with any kind of recruit, is it like it's like a recruit royal giant deck, or like a recruit hogs? Like what kind is it? Because I think that can be based off of the kind of tips I'll give you for it. But either way, if it's a recruits deck, I think the main thing you have to like really master is being able to pressure with split lane, which obviously if you're using recruits, then you're probably decently good at. But usually by the second push in a match with a recruits deck, is it then like hard for your opponents to deal with it, especially if you have like evil recruits or things like that. The only deck I can see doing well against recruits is like um what is it I'm trying to think of? Is like bowler or something. Bowler, Golden Knight's okay against recruits. Like if your opponent's playing it, all right. But for the most part, I think it's off. Like, that's the only thing I can really think of. Does that get 2 shots? Guys, I might be dog. Hmm. But I think the best with recruits is probably Royal Giant. Like when that used to be a big thing, Royal Giant recruits. They used to be paired together quite often, and then they kind of like dissipated out of the meta. I still think it's one of the best combos you can get. I'm also gonna push with this. Like I think recruits Royal Giant would be better than recruits Hog. Hopefully he doesn't have Zap. I mean, if he does, then it'd be good for him because then we'd kind of have a good bit of damage going both ways. Luckily he didn't though. Let's see. He's probably just gonna Hog with it, which I'm fine with. Oh, I almost messed it up. Oh, thank God. These appies. Okay. That still sounds like a pretty good deck. For recruits, I think you really just have to watch out for, like, there's certain decks where people can have certain counters for your cards, but like as long as you kind of still play like annoyingly, you'll win it. Like my deck is very like that. I'm in a predicament right now, guys, but I think it might see the bowler first. Oh, thank goodness. But ooh, he might lightning. I keep cutting myself off. With my deck, honestly, I could probably push like real easily. Like I could fight someone that's a counter for my deck, but then still be able to like, win just because of how annoying of a spam that my deck can be. They're both Evo? Okay, then I think Evo Pigs is the best to have it as that um evolution with your deck. I think that's probably the best is recruits and then pigs. Especially now since like people still don't really know how to compete with the pigs entirely, and if they don't have a building like me, I think pigs can be annoying. But with recruits, like I said, you just have to be really careful and actually like skillful with when people use the counters against yours. Because like if you were fighting me and you were using recruits pigs, I would purposefully save my bowler for that pig recruits, or either or whichever one I want to save it for. So with recruits, you really have to watch out for what their deck is and like how it can counter yours, and then try to bait out, the bowler or the Mega Knight that they do have. Like you have to try to push on something that makes them want to, shove that out there, so then you can push with it. I place it right and counters Mega Knight. Yeah. I get you. But cause hold on, where are you at though? Like where in mid ladder? Because like I'm assuming that Mega Knight's everywhere for you. But especially if you fight a lot of Mega Knight, you just have to learn how to bait out those cards. Like you have to make something look so good in value that they wanna attack that instead. Oh, I didn't know that pushed that. That was pretty interesting. 6K? Yeah. That's when do you get Mega Knight? You get Mega Knight at 6,200, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that sounds annoying. Yeah, like I said, you just have to learn how to kind of bait that out. Oh wait, here's Royal Giant. Ooh. That was a really bad Inferno Dragon then. That was a really bad Inferno Dragon. I'm actually gonna use this to get my King Tower. Getting rate 18 to 6.5. You get Mega Knight at 3K? No way, bro. Since when? Probably I should have left that. I shouldn't have used that. I should use that for the wall breakers. 'Cause that's a lot more annoying. No way. I mean, we'll check after this when you get Mega Knight. I still think he has Royal Giant, but he's just not using it. Okay. I think it's just like a ghost cycle. because he's not using his Royal Giant, which is a little weird. Did you try to predict me, guys? What else can I connect? Rats. Okay. All I know is Electro Valley. Yeah, I think it's called Electro Valley. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's like 42 is when you finally get it. Okay. Wait, what else defense did he have? This is a really weird deck. This is really weird. All he has is like Archer Queen and then the Hut, which isn't terrible. I don't know if he used it already, so I'm gonna pull this back. Okay. Because I don't want to use my Lumberjack just yet. I want to be able to use them in a little bit. Okay. Oh, wait. Ooh. Ooh. And he might ghost, but that'll be a late ghost. Okay, he didn't pop the ability. Interessante. One shot. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm just gonna wait till they all go right there, and then I'll just arrows it. Okay, hold on. I don't know why I feel so focused into this game right now. Like this one, I feel so focused on. I'm gonna pull that back a second, just so it doesn't do as much damage to my bowler, because that would be annoying. Because then I would have to overcommit, because it will die. He might miners wall breakers. Yeah, so let me do that to get rid of the wall breakers themselves. Okay. I don't really understand this deck. I'm actually gonna Inferno on the right because I think he just might Archer on the left. Yeah. And then I'm gonna do this to kind of force out the ability a little early if I can. Okay. And then I think I should be able to leave that. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah, that doesn't get on my tower. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this to get rid of that so it kills that a little faster. Pull the Archer Queen away. And that's a good game. I don't think he can do very much. Yeah, he just poison. Alright. Alright. My bad, bro. Good game. That one felt like I had to focus. Would you say, Cherry? I might 13 with Archer Queen today, but I won't use her because it won't fit in my deck. Thank you, Cherry. I appreciate the support. I don't think Archer Queen would be bad with your deck. Hold on, what were your cards again? Recruit Golden Knight. Flying Machine, Zappies. Yeah, I can see it not. I could just see Archer Queen being like a completely. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I'd probably leave your deck how it is, especially without if the 3-card cycle was still a thing, then I'd probably suggest it. But because it's not, it's kind of futile to add something like that. My bad to take a swig of water. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's the only like real strong advice I can give you. It's just recruits. You just have to be real careful with really trying to pull out their. Let me make sure. Let me turn this off. Really trying to pull out the counters that they do have for you. Also on OBS, which is what I'm like streaming off of, I cannot see what's it called? I cannot see like the view count of people or anything like that. So I'm gonna put this on for a second just so I can go through to YouTube so I can actually see like, a little bit more statistics through YouTube itself. Because OBS shows me kind of like, the only thing OBS really shows me about YouTube is just kind of the chat that's going on. But other than that, it doesn't really show me anything. Although it does, when I'm like doing other things on my computer, it does make things slightly slow because I'm sitting here doing more than one thing. Because I don't have a whole PC, I have a laptop, So then, let me do this. Okay, now I can see certain things. All right, Would you say? Mm, you at a higher level. Oh, I could see that then. I mean, honestly, like other decks that use pigs aren't that bad. Like there's I saw someone I first saw it on my free to play account. I think the last video I made, I saw someone kind of use it and then I got curious and kind of looked around for it. And I've seen people with a Three Musketeers deck that have pigs a part of them, like evil pigs, instead of like the battle ram itself. But you still have like pump in there and all that kind of stuff. That deck I know isn't bad either. Although if you're at 6K trophies, then there's only a certain amount of cards that you have like high enough level where you can use them on ladder itself. But I mean, I would kind of suggest it like just to try it out in like classic 1v1s or like a CC or GC, just see how it is. Um, but I think surprisingly for the Evo that just came out for pigs, I wouldn't say it's like the strongest right now. Like I think for past metas that have come out with or past evos that have come out, the metas usually immediately switch to those evos, and honestly, which I'm kind of grateful for, even though it's not really that hard for me because I have cards like Bowler and Baby Dragon and all that kind of stuff. Those cards, or like the pigs cards, hasn't really taken over on anything. Like it hasn't been too wild. You kill a lot of mid ladder pushes with its dash. I can see that. I can also see that. What spell did you have? Arrows? Yeah, arrows. I like arrows. Arrows is probably one of my favorite spells. It felt so like I mean, now it kind of is what it is, and like it doesn't really matter too much. But it felt weird and for like no reason when they changed like the arrows radius. Like that felt so like it just felt stupid. Like there was no need for it. But you know, it is what it is now. Okay, so this. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say this guy might be dead, but he has. I mean, he can probably zap it. Never mind. You don't want to zap. Oh, he won. Did he? Easy. But yeah, I think you can. You can probably. I can. Yeah, you can make that. You can make that go all the way up to 9K, or to 10K, or to even 15K. Like with the recruits. I don't even think I have any recruits decks, if I'm being honest. I have one on my free to play account, but not on this account. Every single card in the game besides like 3 champions. That's good then. You can just like mess around with anything if you really want to. Let me see. Let me go to my other account. Let me see the. It's like a Ram Rider deck, I think is what it is. It wouldn't be on here. It'd be on the 1v1s. It's not this. Did I lie? Oh, it's this right here. This is actually surprisingly fun to use and like works surprisingly well. But let me go back to my main account, and I can try to think of like a different deck, like for at least your concept that you have. I don't even know what decks I have saved or not, so I don't know what I can get rid of. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. If I don't have it saved somewhere, I'll just come back to it. So recruits, pigs. You said you mess with arrows. Where's the flying machine? No, God, where's the flying machine, bro? Oh, right there the whole time. That's crazy. I think I might add Fireball back instead. Well, then look at that. You can beat Riley with it, bro. I might have, instead of Zappies, I might have her instead. Because I'm trying to base it generally off of like your deck. just so it's like accurate for the most part. Goblin Cage, and then I'll throw Golden Knight back in there. Goblin Cage. Mm, yeah, I mean we can see how it works. Just to like add variety, you know, just to change it up, just so you can see how other cards might work with it. Oh, but you said Archer Queen. Let's. But I forget. I don't think you wanted Archer Queen though. I don't think you wanted Archer Queen in your deck. So I might leave it like that. Actually, yeah, we can see. We can see. We can see. Hmm. Now I have not played recruits like that in a while. I guess, or like a proper recruits deck with like the cards you typically play them with. So we'll see how this goes. Oh, and I missed it, guys. End the game right here. I failed the whole game. Yeah, nah, guys, we're done. We're done. I'm not O'Reilly. This isn't no comeback. It's not no comeback story. The only thing I can say is his flying machine died, so that's the only thing I can hope. Well, that's what I'm trying right now. That's what I mean. It's a horrible start to the entire match, but that's what I'm trying right now. So we can see if Mother Witch is a better replacement, because I enjoy Mother Witch as a card itself, like especially when it comes to being in Royal Recruits decks. So that's what I'm trying to see. I also have to like relearn a bit how to play a proper Recruits deck. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that a lot. I do my best. That really does mean a lot. I really do appreciate the support. Luckily, his flying machine dies, so that's good. Mm. Oh, I have no evils, bro. That's funny. Let's see. No, on God, bro. Like I faced the exact player. I totally hit his King Tower, but like I faced the exact player that has like the deck that I have. Although he hasn't used anything yet, I don't think. Like when it comes to win condition. Oh, well, gosh, I'm just lying. Hmm. I also, for some reason, it's just I don't know if it's a personal preference or not. I also really enjoy, um, using what's it called? Oh snap! I also really enjoy using Tombstone when it comes to recruit decks. I probably should have waited a little bit for the other dude. I'm gonna do this just so I can have the one pig going down the lane. Yeah, because I figured he might want to fireball that, and then I can pigs. See, this is kind of what I'm saying when it comes to like wanting to when it comes to fighting somebody else with a recruits deck. Like you really have to try to think of a way to bait out the cards that they do have, that can defend you. Yeah, no, I think Zappies are one of the like a really underrated card themselves. Almost put that back there. I also don't mind those charging because I do have that Golden Knight on that side. And if I can kill them a little faster, that'd be appreciated. Hmm. I think I just have to. Yeah, I missed everything. I have to relearn how to do it. I'm gonna do the match again, but I have to relearn how to play a recruits deck for the most part. So let me see. It's funny. This is like the complete opposite of what we're supposed to be doing right now. Supposed to be on 15k, but it's fine. It's fine. Popular mid ladder decks. Sparky Princess and kills Hog Riders really well. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna do what I normally do, which is have Tombstone. I was trying to keep it generally how you have it, but obviously you can keep certain cards and not have others. There you go, man. Now you know, Cherry. You're doing something good by having them hate you, bro. Maybe that's what I'll do next stream, bro. On God, I'll just be like tweaking y'all's decks or seeing it if it even needs to be better. Cause some decks don't even need to be like changed very much. Like there's some decks where you can change like one card, but then even then, it's not like it would make a huge difference. I want to see what building he has. Off of his cards, I'm assuming either no building or like a cannon. Yeah, wow, that was a lot. Although Boss Bandit is kind of annoying, just like in general, bro. Especially when she first came out. Oh my gosh, I thought that card was so stupid, bro. It made no sense to me as a card. I did the world, the Golden Knight bag just in case he ended up popping the ability. Now, okay, sure. I don't know how I feel about the arrows, but that whole, yeah, that was it. Don't know how I feel about the arrows. But see, when arrows used to be able to, that was that was really weird. When arrows used to be able to take out that whole goblin gang, that was the time. Also, I gotta save my Mother Witch for what's it called? For the goblin gang itself. Yeah, I hate Firecracker. Well, it depends on what it's paired with. At least now it's not as bad because of the fact of how they changed it. Ooh, this is annoying. This is gonna be some damage on me, I'm not gonna lie. Mainly because that Firecracker. I'm not talking about the other cards as much. Unless he doesn't pull back the boss man, which I was gonna say, I don't know why he wouldn't. But he Goblin Gang. Was he 2 cycles away from the Goblin Gang now? Oh shoot, I was looking at your message. Whoops. Yeah, it is. I agree with you. Hopefully he pulls it back and then that will go for the Firecracker. Okay, thank but Jesus. This is also a really weird deck that I'm just facing against. Okay, let me do this and then Mother Witch. Hopefully she can get at least 1 pig down. Okay, she will. That's all I want. That's all I want is just 1 pig. So Goblin Gang, I'm gonna fireball this as well. I have no shame in this one. Firecracker is what I'm waiting for. There we go. I mean, the left side's pretty damaged. Oh, Skeleton Barrel. I completely forgot about that card. And then he fireballed. Okay, so I mean, that's good game. He doesn't really have much he can do after that. He has Royal Delivery. Buzz off, buddy. Buzz off. All right. Just like that. Just like that. That's easy licks right there. Okay, so. Oh, when did I get? I got a level 14 recruits. I don't even know when I got them like that. Now, I think Tombstone, like I said earlier, I think it's kind of like a just me thing because I haven't seen too many other people have it like that. But I think Tombstone is a good like card to have. Nice win. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you. I think a Tombstone is a good card to have in replacement for the brawler cage guy, but that's just, again, that could just be a personal. I just think it's a little bit more versatile with certain things. And the Mother Witch I just enjoy as a card, but Zappies I think are underrated as a card as well, and that they can be real useful, especially in matchups. The main matchup I think of when it comes to using Zappies, dude, is like Royal Giant. Oh my gosh, Royal Giant can be obnoxious, and it's like if you have those cards, then what the like hell? If you have those cards, then it can be like real useful, like just it's stunning, like instant stun. I think if you leave it alone, like just the Zappies with the Royal Giant, I'm pretty sure it does. You might want to pop that ability. Wow, it doesn't even kill it. Yeah, I think it only gets 2 shots if you leave it alone like that. This is a real interesting deck. Almost messed up that tornado again. and I got a shot from the barbarian, which is nice. I don't use my other witch because mid ladder. Oh, okay. I get you. I did not see that E spirit. I was focused on the text. I can see that. I can see that making sense. Yeah, then I guess your deck is pretty good how it is now. Like I don't see any problem with it. I'm gonna do this so then it like, ricochets and hits the mother or the archer queen, and then I don't need a inferno with that. That'd be really extra. But he does have hog, so hoping I can balloon before he hogs. Okay, I can. I want to assume he has like a small unit. He missed that. I want to assume he has like a small unit, kind of like a bats or something. I was really surprised that E-Spirit turned around. I thought that was real far, but that's his tower, so luckily it's not that bad for me. And now he doesn't have an E-Spirit. I'm actually gonna let the Hog Rider do what it wants to do. One, if I were to do that, I would just waste elixir because the Hog Rider would have been done before that. But I want a thriller overnight game. What's 12 HP? A thriller. That's a funny way to put it. I think he gave up. I'll go tonight. Tanked for the flying machine. Dude, flying machine can be such a nuisance of a card. Like if you're going against it, oh, the Rocco is coming from my dude. That's a treacherous. I'm glad you won that because those were like the best games. At least I think. I think the best games either when you hard counter someone and like the whole match you just like making sure, especially when they don't get like a single lick on your tower. Oh my gosh, that and then when those like really clutched up games, those are nice. Also, I think the past like 5 lucky drops that I've gotten that have been 2-starred just haven't given me anything besides the 2-star. Because if you click on this, the bonus champion wild card, like if you go to the Supercell store itself, right now you can get a free 2-star. Like if you go to the left, all the way to the left, and the first offer you click on it. I'm not gonna click on it, but cause just I already got it. But if you click on that and then at the bottom of the screen there will be like a little pull-up tabs, I am live. There'll be like a little pull-up tab, and then the first thing will be like a 2-star. It didn't give me anything good, but like for you guys, you know what I mean? I even did it for my free-to-play account, just to like progress a little bit. I do like the banner, kind of. I like the hog. The water in the back seems a little weird to me. Now, typically when they're level 14, I don't know. I know I didn't need to do that, but just to kind of spend the elixir. So I'm gonna assume 2.6. Oh no, it's hogs. Some pretty low level cards though. Like I'm hoping he hogs. Okay. I think recruits can be a really skillful deck. I put those hogs a little late. But I think recruits can be a really skillful deck if you use it properly. Right? Or like again, I think the main thing when it comes to recruits is just the fact that you have to really understand and learn how to properly bait out, their hard counters that they have. Because I think pigs really do have a lot of counters, like a little too many, if I'm being honest. Like you throw arrows on pigs and it almost takes the pigs out to half health, Like I think you just have to be real careful with all of that. And like I just bar barreled it and it basically took out 1/4 of their health. Like that's a lot. I feel like he might focus too much on the left side to pop the ability, but if he does, I'm not too pressed because I don't even think he'd push on that side. Like he already has damage on the left, so I think he'd just go for the left. And that's gonna get it's gonna get 2 shots. Hey, if that gets 3 shots, I'm so oh guys, I'm actually hard. I don't mind those getting the hit off. This is actually like only the second time I think I faced like the flying pigs. But luckily it's not too bad for me. I'm hoping he Archer Queens, which I don't see why he wouldn't. And then 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he's late. Never mind. Okay, well that was pretty easy. Bruh, get rid of the skeletons, dog. There we go. I'm actually getting better at the game. Good, bro. Good. It's, I this very skillful game here. I think that's why, like, low key, it's addicting of a game because of the fact that, well, one, there's a hierarchy, which just by human nature you want to like get to the top of, you know, but also just like the skillful aspect of it. Just because it's by the end, I'm making sure it's getting no damage just for fun. But I think that's why this game could be so like damn addicting, because of all that stuff. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that's a pretty treacherous looking push. Yeah, like look at that arrows, bro. It basically like killed all of them. But like I said, I think pigs can be very obnoxious. Like, or at least the deck, you ended up putting in chat, the deck that you can actually end up using for that kind of stuff. Let me see. Okay, I was looking at the YouTube little analytics things themselves. Like I said, OBS don't show everything. But yeah, I think how you have it, you can definitely push up to a whole like 15K with that. I think you can go all the way up with the deck that you have. Obviously, this is a little different. So let me put yours so I can look at yours a little better. What was it? It was Bar Barrel. Bar Barrel is a epic, which I don't really understand why. Is it an epic? Am I tweaking? No, it's because I have it leveled up. It's Bar Barrel, Golden Knight, which I have. Arrows. Where's the Goblin Cage, dude? Oh, right here. And then with Zappies. Let me see, where's this guy at? Yeah, I mean, to me that looks devastating enough. Like I said, the only thing I can really see is if you do have Goblin Cage, because I think cards that actually like buildings that give something, like a tombstone, like for example, kind of just bring it up again, like a tombstone or a goblin hut, or like a cannon, buildings that actually do something, I think are a lot more versatile than cards like this. However, I do see this being in clutch with certain like, I was gonna say situations, but I'm just gonna say scenarios with like a Mega Knight or something like that. Like I do see that being better. I think arrows are a lot better than log, because it's kind of like the same reason I think Tombstone in like a Royal Recruits deck is better than this. Tombstones are like a cannon is better than this, because I just think it's a lot more versatile. Like I can kill, even though it's 1 elixir more, which is it should be more versatile for something like that. But I think arrows are better than vines. I think they're better than log because of the fact that you can kill like firecrackers. You can just do, I think, a lot more with them, and also the fact that they're an air card, not just a ground, but they can do everything that a log can. Or most, I'm not gonna say everything, but most what a log can, and do it to me a little better. Obviously, the only thing that's just the difference is kind of like the range of it. Hopefully, this guy does something and I don't have to sit here just like this the whole time. But yeah, I think arrows are a lot nicer. But I don't want to use arrows like on my free-to-play account right now. I'm using vines because, oh my gosh, dude, I'm not gonna lie. E-Giant is the only deck I can think of against this. Wow. E-Giant's the only deck I can think of against my deck that's actually hard to defeat. And I want to assume he has, what is it? E-Drag as well. I totally forgot that these cards have, I should have put it in the rage. What am I doing? Yeah, I want to assume he has E-Drag. Dude, because they just get so much damage. I'm hoping he puts some kind of air, but he might not have Lumberloon. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then we'll see what other air he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got 2 shots. It's not good. Oh, tornado. I didn't even think. Oh, I forgot about that too. Okay. I fully agree. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not too sure. I think arrows is just a lot nicer, like to have in a deck. Like I think arrows can fit a lot more decks, obviously, than like a log can as well. I'm also being completely transparent right now, guys. I might lose this match. I might lose this match, bro. I swear, dude. It's just E Giant as a card itself is annoying, but also I think the main thing that makes me lose this match is just that I don't have a building in this deck, which ends up like really harming me. I tried to split those out, but he can lightning all of that. So yeah, yeah, I might have lose this match. It's fine. It's fine. We'll pull that back just slightly. Also, I've been playing for 3 months. No. I'm leaking while I'm reading your thing. But the charge works after. Hold on. I wanna try to force him to use this on defense. His lightning. The charge works after their shields are broken. Like that's the whole point of the charge. He didn't use it. Wow. Oh, he's saving that lightning. Oh snap, guys! I'm actually gone. I'm a goner from this one. Like the only hope I have is to like push randomly on different lanes, like with random cards too. Like that's generally the only hope I have. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm gonna bring that back then. Just because if he didn't lightning that, I wouldn't have brought it back. Yeah, man. E Giant's the only like difficult. Like I genuinely think there's so many decks that Lumberloon is just ends up slapping. I'm gonna do that because he's trying to put in lightning range. Oh, hold on. Like this. Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, we're done here, guys. It was fun while it lasted. All right, well, I'm accepting my fate. I can't do anything here. But yeah, this is the only deck I can think of that can actually like beat me, and not even really beat me, but would beat me without like too much of a problem. It's just E Giant. That's the only deck I can think of that can really do that. Like obviously any deck can beat me, but like if I'm against like 2.6 or something like that, like it'd still be difficult for 2.6 to beat me. And even then, 2.6 for me, at least to me with my deck, is not that hard of a matchup, and I kind of like the matchup fighting against 2.6. Although I did lose to it earlier, I'm not gonna lie, because I was distracted speaking to somebody. I don't know what I should put the book in. No, I'll just put in E Giant. I'll just level him up and then put the rest in the book. Where did he go? He actually disappeared. All right, let's put the book in him, and then just take this. All right. Let's see how this one does. Guys, he's plugging his YouTube. He's looking me up on Royal API right now as we speak. He knows my deck. We're done. This might be a recruits deck. I don't mind if he dashes that, if I'm being honest. Oh, wow. And guys, want to see the magical thing? Where's the Infernal Dragon? Ain't nowhere to be seen. Okay. That's not gonna get a shot. Okay, thank God. They usually beat Slumberloon quite often. What's the deck? Because the only Prince deck I can think of, at least for me personally, that's a little difficult sometimes, or can be difficult. Oh, look at that. That can be a little difficult is double Prince. You know, the Dark Prince, normal Prince, and Giant. Just because the Giant tanks for so much. But even then, it's a more difficult match, but I can still beat it, like relatively without too much of an issue. I forgot he had bats, so that's an actual like stupid balloon. Yeah, that was a really bad play. Luckily, he did have to spend 5 elixir as well, because he wasn't back to it yet. That's fine. I'm still curious as to what it is. Unless you're gatekeeping because it's that good, then I don't mind. Evil Lumberjack, already a great start. Y'all hold on, he hasn't used anything electric wise, so I'm assuming Wow, he has nothing. Oh, it's gonna get another shot because I didn't arrow that in time. Double Prince and Wall Breakers. Yeah, I could see that being definitely a difficult matchup. I should have Baby Dragon to the left, not the right. 76. That's a pretty good range to be at. Ooh, that's only gonna get one shot. That's fine. That would have been nice if it got two though. I should have just bar barrel that. Okay. Let me let me look. Let me focus myself. I'm not gonna. I was originally gonna tornado that towards everything, but I'm not going to right now. I'm actually gonna do all of this. Oh, let me focus. I keep forgetting what cards he has for some reason, and I'm losing to pigs. Oh, well, that was fun. Never mind. All right. Luckily, I didn't fumble all that. I was about to, or not about to fumble it, but I definitely wasn't paying as much attention. That's yeah, yeah, I agree. But I also think that a lot more decks, or at least Lumberloon decks, are the freeze tornado little variant that people have. Luckily, I mean, I wouldn't say luckily, but it's whatever. Now I do see a lot more people that have Inferno Dragon. I remember when I first adopted this deck, which was at this point, I don't know, 3 years ago or something. Like I've been on this deck for a little while now. I originally got it from Royal API. I forgot what I was using beforehand. I I'm only gonna assume it was Mega Knight just because everyone's used Mega Knight at a certain point, of their Clash Royale career, I guess. But I generally don't know what it is. And it was originally Freeze, Electro Dragon, but I think every other card was the same. So I didn't have arrows, and I didn't have a good way of basically taking down like tanks, which I hated, and it made no sense to me. So like when it came down to like clutch ish moments where like tower damage mattered and we couldn't break through with each other, it's like they had fireball and all I had was a freeze and tornado, which basically virtually does like nothing, especially with the nerf now that tornado has. That doesn't even do like 100 damage to the tower. So then I ended up changing out, without looking it up. I didn't know this was a deck already, and I just could have found it somewhere else. But without looking it up, I ended up putting arrows instead of the freeze, and then Inferno because E Dragon was a little annoying to use, especially the elixir count. The 5 elixir can be a little annoying to have sometimes. I think Double Prince is no skill. I think Double Prince can be no skill, but I think every deck has to have like a certain amount of skill towards it. You know what I mean? Like you still have to wait to use certain cards. You can't just like splurge them out. Um, you've never used Mega Knight. Well, that's a good soul. That's a pure soul right there. that's a good person. I'm actually gonna bring this to my King Tower. No, I'm not. I'm gonna bring these to my King Tower and then do this. Wow, that was a really aggressive everything. Like vomited everything. That's a lot of damage from the start. Wow. See, because I said it. I said it. Pigs aren't really a big thing right now, and now I'm just getting like a bunch of pigs. But sadly, I was not prepared for that push at all. Oh, bro. This is really weird double. Like, I'm confused a little bit with his play style. I'm trying to. Wow. Wow. Well, I I think it's his tower. He doesn't have E Spirit and Cycle right now. That's yeah. I'm a balloon just because I have nothing else to do, and like it can force him to go on defense. Oh, okay. Luckily, I got his tower because that can be annoying for a balloon. I'm hoping he hogs just so I can do something. But I do not. I was about to say, but I do not have what's it called? Another ground troop. So I have to like overextend with the bowler on whenever he goes. A small bacon. I think my dad is cooking. I wish I had bacon right now. My girl usually be whipping up breakfast for me, or like the times that she's over. If she's over for like 2-3 days or something like that. And dog, it'd be something magical. Although I'd be asleep, I'd be slumped, and she be telling me to wake up. But the time she does, when she be cooking it'd be like some magical stuff right there. I cannot bowl her in time. Oh, he has lightning. Ooh, that's lightning range. Oh wait, is it? How much lightning do? No, lightning doesn't. I think lightning's in the 300s. I don't think it does that amount though. Wow. Wow. Well, I think we won the game, guys. I'm really anticipating the pigs right now. Wait, what other spell does he have? I don't know if he has some other spell. I'm gonna do this just in case he pigs it. 2, 1. Oh, okay. Wow. Man, that sucked that he accidentally lightning that, because he would have got my tower too. I mean, I would have applied pressure knowing that he would have lightninged again, but that really would have sucked right there. Let me check this first. I gotta keep going back and forth from YouTube itself and then OBS. I gotta make sure everything's straight. But yeah, no, I be enjoying with you over just cause. I mean, not just cause obviously, but that'd be like a sweet little additive to it. I want to see his stats. I be doing this all the time when I'm playing, like when I'm not recording and playing. I almost always check people's stats afterwards, or like after the match. Not like fighting 8 people then check 8 people's stats afterwards. That's a little badonkadonk, so I'm not gonna lie. That's a little too much as well. I'm not doing all that. Concurrent. Okay. I think unless I lose this and I do 2 matches, this is the last match that I'd be able to do. So let's see how this goes. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Puis? Ooh. It could be Splash Yard, or it could be that another Pigs deck. Oh, I think it's Splash Yard. Oh, I didn't think he'd stop that early. That is not a Splash Yard. What is this? This is Expo? Like a weird Expo? I don't mind Expo with this deck either. Honestly. Expo's not too difficult of one. Well, that is not an Expo. I'm curious if he has like a zap or something. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think Lumberjack gets a shot. Yeah. That's nice. Oh. 2 back-to-back games where the iDrag just took a tower. Did he give up? I think he saw a tornado, just the fact that it got no damage and just kind of gave up from it. Which I don't mind. I don't mind. This is the last free. If this is the last match and it's a free win, I would enjoy that. But I have to be careful because people can be tricky and just like all of a sudden start pushing again. But I'm gonna assume he really did give up, and I'm just gonna Lumber Loom the bridge. All right. Wow, damn. That's some easiness right there. I'm also parched as hell, and I have no water with me right now. So I'm glad I'm about to get up and grab some water. Okay. Let's see. Gold. That's fine. I don't mind gold at all. Nothing. More gold. For the... Might as well just start donating at this point. But alright. I'm gonna end the stream off there. You know. And the normal phrase that it usually is. Stay safe, kids. just start donating at this point. But all right, I'm a end the stream off there, you know, and the normal phrase that it usually is: stay safe, kids. Just start donating at this point.